Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full quote. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Working the middle, it's complete. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He finds his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They'll line up for a second down play. Direct snap. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Now he's going to break the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Snags it over the middle. Touchdown, Florida State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. DB's right up on the receivers. Barges ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion from the offense. The option look. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Throws to the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Church. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with effort.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On second down, just keeps firing. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs.
No! I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. Bulldozes him. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of one throwing play. Brings up third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail. That figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One
No.
of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game.
We
going
are
here and
Notre
also give him
Dame.
some easy throws.
We only
Looking
have
at
white
a 2nd and
quarterbacks.
short now. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the
Testing his
success he had
quarterbacks
their
out.
last game out, but just nothing going in this
They
one.
get one possession.
He has not been able to
Show
get
me what
himself
they got.
into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And the timing just
That was his one. That was his one
After
throw.
struggling so much
That
in the
was
first
it.
half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done.
That was it.
Incompletion
He
on
did
third
it.
down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Oh my
He
God.
only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on
Punter
that
got
one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawrence. Nice move. Creates some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Oh my God. Well done. Well done.
And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That one bounds through.
I'm sorry, Neil, but we gotta try Nicky Boy.
And it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
To the wideout. Gain of 18. And first down for the offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Hussein. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 28, Notre Dame 3.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Maybe you were right, Lee.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Pick the ball up. We down 18 points.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
Thank you.
Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. And he has taken it all the way back.
We down 18 points. Y'all playing.
And this defense has had a
Not the Notre Dame that I know.
Display, breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Smashes through the tackle. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play.
Oh my God, bruh.
Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Florida State. What a grab and go for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th.
Bruh.
And now they can smell 8 straight
Anywhere he
wins.
at.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Getting some heat. And the
He just
quarterback
bumped my
goes
quarter. I
down
mean, he
at
bumped
the
my wide
11-yard
receiver.
line.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Defense fault, man. Wait. No, they
This
didn't.
defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got him in. It's Woodside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Brewer. Got it set up on the outside.
No, that's not mine.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Number 88.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. It said they remember how you finished, and to get a late-season victory like this one behind that passing attack, they finish it off. It is one to be proud of.
And it's been tried and true all season long for this team. Big reason why they came into this one ranked higher. They've got the quarterback, and they've got the studs outside, David, to light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I think this is the first step as we continue to see this team go on to the next step. Get into the conference championship play, get into the playoff. This team could do some damage with this passing attack.
Oh, there's the ball. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to pass on second down. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver shows motion. On third down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Thank you.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. Back to throw, it's Brewer. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a jump play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. With the catch, it's Turbin. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has